What's good, YouTube fan? Welcome to Energy. Trust your intuition over mine. All praise to the Most High. Just trying to get a general energy. And not necessarily one single storyline. So let's just kind of pull it like, I don't know, like we're playing cards. Let's deal hands, okay? Let's see. What's going on here? First card, okay, first card out, wonderful. The Queen of Pentacles, something that's stable. Someone is practical, someone is resourceful, someone is coming up strong or coming out strong. It's like a strong new beginning or a strong foundation. Someone feels comfortable, someone feels safe and secure here. With the Queen of Pentacles, you could just be in a new home, or this is just a new environment, or something is new about how you're living, or something that you've accepted, but it's getting cemented, okay? So there is a version of you that is currently operating at its optimal level, and this is about to be secure for you. That's groundbreaking, because this means that this is likely like the lowest you'll go. The lowest you'll go. But somebody's lowest level now, like if you were to fall on the ground, okay, the lowest you could go has leveled up, if that makes sense to you, okay? Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. You could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, significant Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node placements. Ooh, what did I just say? Hello? Ooh, it's the Emperor. Heavy Virgo. Heavy Taurus. But it could also be an Aries or a Scorpio. Man, groundbreaking energy. And I said Capricorn as well, right? The Emperor. Queen of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, this is a solid connection. Okay, so the two of you could be doing this at the same time. If you're in a relationship or a connection here, this could also be, it could be parent-child, okay? But it feels more like a connection. This actually almost seems as if the Emperor is surveying, okay? Like they're doing surveys, they're stopping by, they're checking out, okay? So you could have the eye of a divine masculine if that's coming up as you. So someone could only survey on the ground level, and what they're seeing at the bottom for you, this Queen of Pentacles energy, they're liking what they see, because it only gets better from there. The Queen of Pentacles is naturally, this person has already selected you or chosen you. Queen of Pentacles is the pre-Empress card. So the fact that the Emperor is coming out, they already chose you. But what I was going to say is, even if they haven't, even if this is new, likely this person will choose you. Like if it says yes, like even if they're surveying multiple feminines, what they're seeing at your ground level is groundbreaking for them. They already know that they're going to level you up. That's a given with the Queen of Pentacles to the Emperor. So this masculine, either this masculine that is in your life, that just entered your life, or that is about to enter your life, this person is a level up to you if you're the feminine energy. And if you're the masculine energy, I can't tell you anything you don't already see or already know about this individual, because you're seeing ground level at their worst. Let me get some more. Yeah, Five of Cups in reverse. For some of you, I said the Emperor could be a Scorpio. Okay. What's the Five of Cups in reverse? No regrets. Okay. The Eight of Swords. Five of Cups, Eight of Swords. For the Emperor, what's the... This person held you back, or if you want to say that, they held you back. You are a pre-Empress, and you could have impressed yourself. You could have impressed yourself. This person could have held you back because they want to impress you physically. Okay, so that's in spirituality. If you reach a certain level vibrationally, you go from being a karmic queen to a divine feminine, an empress or emperor. Okay, it's the energy that is putting you in that seat. Okay, what people are seeing about your life won't reflect that, not yet. But the energy is going to take you, it can take you to the place where you're able to take the steps or attract the things that you need to manifest this version of yourself physically, financially, materially. Okay, this is a masculine who did not want you. Okay, whoever this person is, they wanted to be the one to give you this level up, and they didn't want you to do it the hard way. So for you, it could be multiple reasons that that could play out for you, especially with the high vibrational energy. You could be new to that. So there are other entities, there are other divine masculine, or I'm gonna say divine masculine, but there are every level has new devils. Okay, so some of them are looking for divine feminines who do not know what a divine feminine really is. They don't know their, power. They don't know their attraction. They don't know their capabilities, abilities. They don't even really know their role and what they're looking for. So they get taken advantage of. This person could be a father, a mentor, maybe their father of children, or this is someone who's pursuing you romantically, but their intention was to hold you back. So they kept you. Whoever this person is likely did have other people. It could even have been someone who was emotionally avoidant with you. Like they did not get trapped in an emotionally binding contract with you. With the Queen of Pentacles, they probably kept everything pretty much just like, this would be like high vibe friendship, okay, something like that. Almost like breadcrumbing you, really, just enough to keep you interested, but not enough to keep you from stopping your life or from investing fully. Okay, so you were still experiencing your own level ups. Like I said, whatever you've accomplished on your own, groundbreaking. Where you are currently is the lowest you'll fall. So you just set a new bar for yourself, a new standard, a new ground level, a new 3D energy. This person, however, is wanting to usher in a new beginning for you physically. The way that the way that they did it, I don't know. You might have mixed opinions about this person. You could be unsure about this person, insecure about this person. Okay, with the Eight of Swords. The Emperor doesn't make mistakes. They're very strategic. That's why we have the Five of Cups in reverse. This person has no regrets for how they chose to do this. So, okay, let's just keep going. Queen of Pentacles is very logical and realistic. They're not easily put on a string. Okay, so I would say that if you were on a string, you did it willingly. Like you were aware. You're aware of this person. You see their games or you see their strategy. You have to. With the Queen of Pentacles. All right, tell me about the Queen of Pentacles now. Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse. So all of this security has nothing to do with them. This is all sustained by you. This confidence, this security, your current clarity, where you're seated right now, you did that by yourself in spite of this person, but it could have helped you to focus. Okay, so your focus, you may have decentered this masculine, but you didn't decenter them enough that someone else could get in. So all of your attention, all of your focus has been poured into you. And with the Queen of Pentacles, likely like your home, your business, your children, okay, things like that. The Queen of Swords in reverse is here. The strategy, you are confused though in regards to this person's strategy, or you could just be pessimistic. It feels like careless, cold-hearted, like you're closed off to this person. You could be making jokes, or you think you're taking it lightly, but you don't see much potential here. So you could actually be unaware that they are truly a divine masculine. You are aware of them and you're aware of their strategy and you're aware of their games, but it is causing some kind of confusion or is creating an illusion surrounding them. So you don't, yeah, and it says you're overly critical too. That could have to do with where you are currently. You could be feeling so good about yourself that the way this person is behaving, it doesn't even feel like they're a King of Pentacles, let alone an Emperor. So their behavior is not giving you Emperor. Page of Pentacles, but you still trust them? You still trust them. Even with the Eight of Swords here, you are maybe aware that this person is giving you reason to feel insecure or question their loyalty or their true feelings or intentions towards you. Another level of this is um, for some of you, I said that in the beginning with the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles, it could be even like a father, mother, mother, father. I mean, sorry, mother, daughter, mother, son, parent child dynamic, right? Um, Queen of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles. So you're not really sure what is playing out or where, like, what's going on here, but you still trust them. You still trust them. There's some things that you're still worried about or confused about. There's answers that you still haven't there's questions. Yeah, you haven't received certain answers. There's questions you still have that have not been answered yet. There's something you aren't aware of, but you still feel even at the bottom level is good enough. The Page of Pentacles is trustworthy. The Page of Pentacles is also a messenger, so you are receiving some kind of communication or information. For some of you, this Emperor, there's somebody else in your life that this Emperor speaks through. The Page of Pentacles is definitely a messenger. They could be sending someone else towards you, or they're like intending for you to get word of what's going on with them. Okay. I'm sorry, I just want to read the Page of Pentacles right quick. Scholarship, good news, creativity. Characteristics associated with this card are those of scholarship, application of effort, conscientious, and introspection. Okay, if this is your child, the level that you just went to, your child just went with you. So their ground level is new and groundbreaking as well. Um, they also could be in pre-empress or pre-emperor energy. You have a child that is moving spiritually at the same level, like at the same pace and level as you. So spiritually speaking, they're prepared to be emperors and empresses already, regardless of their age. The page is definitely someone under 21. Application of effort, conscientious, and introspection. The creative or psychic art are also indicated, so these characteristics may apply particularly in these fields. Now that's interesting because that's what I was gonna say. Physically on 3D, because this person is surveying you at ground level, you should have no physical awareness of where they are or how they feel or what they're doing, because they have deliberately and intentionally created confusion and illusions surrounding their connection with you as well as their leadership role. Okay, who they are to you or what their intentions are towards you. They did this on purpose. Five of Cups is in reverse. So there's no regret about that. That was done intentionally, deliberately, and strategically. It says powerful, discipline, and focus. This person did this on purpose. But the Page of Pentacles, and I never read that before, but someone told me to get the book. But it talks about psychic abilities, or at least, the creative or psychic arts. This definitely has to do with divine feminine energy. Your ability to perceive things, likely by reading or studying emotions. Okay, you're following the energy, you're reading energy, and the energy is giving you awareness of something budding, growing, or becoming. Okay. Kind of like how mothers intuitively can tell if they're having a female or a male before time, or they can even tell they're pregnant before it even happens, or before they can take a test, things like that. That's what I'm getting here. You know already that something is coming or something is about to change, and you also know that is going to be a level up for you, and likely for your family with the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. This has to do with family. Okay, it says the Page of Coins generally signifies good news for the current or a young person close to them. This may take the form of exam results or promotions or concern with financial matters. I just heard financial aid, so someone could have issues with that, or there was a concern with that. So this means good news, exam results, or something like that. That could also have to do with some kind of test that you were put through. For some of you, it could be physical tests, but for others, this is like a mental test. Okay, something that you were put through in order to push you to this new level here. It says promotion. So yeah, you are leveling up. And for some of you, that could mean that whatever this financial concern is, if you don't have children and it's not financial aid, it has nothing, just take whatever resonates. But for some, that could be what it is. For others, this could be a financial decision, like a financial decision in your life here with the Queen of Pentacles. I talked about you pouring into your business, your home, okay, things like that. So this could be something that has to do with your finances, okay? That could be leveling up with you. For some of you, that is the baby that you're giving birth to, okay? It could be a new stream of income. A very positive meeting with someone who shares the Aquarian's outlook and is also highlighted. Again, you can have awareness of someone coming towards you, and so you know what you know. And this is on ground level. Ground level, we're usually asleep. That's really how life puts us to sleep on 3D. So the fact that you're aware and that you also may be aware of this person who has, it feels like, went to extreme lengths with the Eight of Swords to make you unaware. that's masterful on your part too. Okay, what else? The I pushed this out the way because I felt like the reading was going to turn into a whole thing about this, but obviously that's what's next. Is the Emperor comes into your life. This could be a connection here, but maybe this will be a different situation. We do have Gemini energy with the Lovers present. This also could be a twin flame dynamic. Please let it be a twin flame dynamic. What's the Lovers? What's the Lovers? The Knight of Pentacles. This is connected. A long time coming. This person has been traveling towards you. The connection already took place in 5D. That's the Lover's energy. For some of you, it is your twin flame. Your divine counterpart is your twin flame, which is why they're aware of you. Even in 3D, they may not even have physical eyes on you, but they can tell where you are and likely what you're doing, even what you look like. Okay, the changes that you've went through. This person is sensing and feeling you on a spiritual level. It's a deep and spiritual bond, and so you're pretty aware of them too. Like I said, you can see straight through their bullshit, so they have been bullshitting you though. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This person has been slow moving or methodical in something that they're doing because it did take, like I said, focus. And it also took power. Power is something that has to be rejuvenated or refueled. Okay, so this person could have been sleeping or nesting or in an echo chamber. In an echo chamber of peace and security. But they are ready to tap into their emotions, and it looks like they have an emotional or heartfelt offer for you. Now, the Knight of Pentacles means that this offer is coming through physically, but for some of you, the offer or the reality of it could come through a child. It could also come in the form of like a message. Okay, maybe this is a text message or some kind of like DM or something like that. For others, this person is literally traveling towards you. Okay, but let's see if we can get a little bit more since I asked for something different, but here we go again. Let's see. What's the Knight of Pentacles to the Ace of Cups? Heavy Scorpio and Taurus and Virgo energy in this reading. Oh, we got player in reverse. I told you they were bullshitting the fuck out of you. Moving around, surveying, moving from home to home, heart to heart. No, not physically, not with the Emperor. But they've been checking in. It's more than just you. This person could also have the Emperor. It could be anybody. It doesn't have to mean that they were like playing you against other females competitively, but for some of you, that's exactly what it was. We don't have the Knight of Cups, but that would be We don't, do we? No, we don't. This is an Ace of Cups and a Knight of Pentacles. No, I don't think this person, they're not a traditional player, or they weren't moving and operating with you in a traditional, like they played you sense. That would mean that they had like different females and they're kind of keeping a storyline different with each one. That's not really what I'm getting here. But this person likely does drive for, control, dominate strategically multiple feminine energies. Now, that could be mothers, aunts, grandmothers, children, um, baby mamas, okay, things of this sort. So, they're offering their heart to you. You actually could be the same. You may have other people that you drive for as well, or other people that you are connected to, that you have been giving your attention to in a practical sense. So I do feel as if you are being very discerning, or you may be taking your time. This person could have already made an offer to you with the Ace of Cups. They could have already brought their heart to you, already like made this offer. The player is in reverse with the Ace of Cups coming towards you, and the Knight of Pentacles like meeting you. It feels like the meeting has already happened, or at least the initiation of this connection has already happened. Or you received word. Did we have that psychic? Yeah, we did with the Page of Pentacles. You could have received the message psychically and taken the action physically, but you may have not known that you were operating off of the love, the energy that this person sent you. The energy they sent you was high vibrational love and light, and your acceptance of it and your action in it actually already put you in this connection. So if you don't know that you are kind of like locked in with somebody, like this is a contract, it's a soul contract. If you don't know that you did that, this is confirming that. Look, I can't make it up. My boo. Official status, exclusive relationship, seeing each other openly. What this person did was masterful. They closed the door for other entities, okay, and other emperors in physical reality to become aware of your status, okay, that you were free, that you were in empress energy, and that you were available. Now, I'm not, if you know who this is, and this is the person you want, that should make you happy. If you know who this is, and this is not the person you want, it feels like this. You don't feel free. You don't feel safe. You feel insecure. You feel vulnerable and exposed. You are drenched in your feelings. You are in fear. You feel stuck and you feel bound. But this is still the same thing. It's the same game. Okay? Really what matters is how it's working for you and what it is that you want. Because if there's something here on the table that you didn't know was happening as a result of what you were doing, like you're locked into something that you didn't intend to be, for a lot of you, this is going to resonate with a twin flame journey. And if you have been trying to get out of this cycle, this is why you're still in it. And this is how they're doing it. If this is a connection or a cycle that you're trying to break free from, they don't have to be a twin flame either. But those are typically the situations where I know it felt like a long time for me. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. Okay, you do. But any high level spiritual connection, so just a divine masculine period. Okay, but this is kind of how they're, it's not kind of, this is, I never had it this clear before on the table. This is how they're doing something. This is how they're keeping you, or choosing you and keeping you, while not yet seating you physically, okay? You have not taken on this role next to them physically yet. But they're like blocking off or protecting your energy. So either you ask for this with the Ace of Cups and this person is like heaven sent, or this is not what you asked for, but you have an emotional availability that this person pretty much contracted, and you accepted it, and you also took some kind of inspired action based off of it. And that's what is creating the soul contract. That's why you feel your emotions are still invested, or that you are like kind of like locked into a situation that you don't want to be in. Okay. Yeah, see, we have karmic. This is a lesson here. For some of you, this is a lesson. For others of you, this is bringing you harmony, peace, balance, and happiness. Okay. I feel like if this was, for some of you, you did more than you usually do. Okay. You may have even indulged in more of their energy than you typically do. This was good for you. This is why the connection is coming together. This is why something that was once very slow moving is now speeding up. For others, this was a karmic lesson. Okay, for some of you, this is a third party. This is not the person you want to be connected to, but this is another person that is aware of your connection, and this is how they get in. Okay, so you had to learn a lesson, or you will learn this lesson. Okay. You could be doing too much and it is giving you stress. You could be doing too much and you're carrying the weight or the baggage of this connection when you don't want to. It's an overindulgence in the energy that they're sending you. But energy, just like everything else, is just an offer. Just like the Ace of Cups. I don't care if it's God's love. That's a contract. God gives you his love. God gives you his grace. God, extends himself to you and gives you a way to make something happen or make something come true for you. If you take those steps, you have accepted this covenant that God has made with you. You have accepted this covenant that this man or this woman has made with you. But an offer is just an offer. With God, you got to pay your dues. With this connection, you will too. It's a soulful connection. So it creates a contract and a binding one. The Ace of Cups is pure love. So this person does have love for you. I feel like their intentions are true, but you still have a choice. Okay. So you, just like any other choice in life, you can reject it. You can choose to see it. You can choose to appreciate it. And you can choose to say, not at this time. It's up to you. You do have a choice. For some of you, you've already made up your mind. For others of you, you need to pretty much take this information in before you make this decision. Okay. Okay. All right, let's clear this out. One more spread just to see what else is going to come out in energy other than twin flame things. Every time I say that, watch spirit slap me across my face and give us another twin flame reading. I would be so irritated or so. Give me a second. Liam, are you eating? Are you eating? Okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. There's some weird stuff happening. I put in my DoorDash order. And my son's, he wanted fries, and they came from another, restaurant, but it's the only thing that I got, and they were on sale too for $2.99. So I thought it was a real good deal, but afterward they kept trying to charge my card like $6.68, $6.99, and then it went up like $8.88, $8.98. And then it went back down again, trying to charge $6 something. And I was just like, okay. So I went back on DoorDash, looked at it, and they had taken the special off. So it must have been that they were trying, even though that price is still way higher. It was buy one, get one free. So what do you mean? $6.68, $6.89, $8.88. None of that made sense, right? They didn't charge me, but they were trying to. So I'm just like, okay, this is weird. New levels, new devils, y'all. Same shit, but it may not be affecting you as gravely as it used to. So it could get under your radar if you're not discerning. The next thing that happened is I get a phone call, and I thought that it was a phone call I was looking for. I answered the phone and I'm like, I told y'all, take my name off your list. Don't call me anymore. Why are you still bothering me? So there is somebody from the past that keeps trying to either cash in on something. It's like trying to cash an old lottery ticket that's expired, or they're trying to connect with you even though you've severed that line of communication. So it doesn't mean that they actually can get this connection with you, but there is somebody that is trying every which way to get your attention, to just get you, your energy, your focus, your attention. It doesn't matter if it's negative, so pay attention to that. It doesn't matter if they just irritate you. They're just trying to get in emotionally. Okay, so tempering your emotions will probably be very effective if that resonates for you. All right, Spirit, what are the messages? It's giving desperate. It's giving desperate. I had so many thoughts in my mind. I was like, are you like the only owner? I know it's like a franchise. Is this like your last? Why do you care so much that one customer got in on a special that you forgot to take down offline? That you are trying 11 times to charge my card. That's false advertising anyway. I got a lot to say about that, but I said nothing because I did not want to attach to it emotionally. So maybe that's playing out for you differently. There's somebody in your life or in your ear, and they keep trying to take you back, and they keep trying to cash in on some old ass shit that you are not dealing with, don't care about, have healed it, don't, like, you're not even in that space anymore. Make sure that you don't go back there, that they don't drag you back there, and they don't lure you. Even your aggression, okay? It's all energy. They're just, somebody is desperate for energy, and specifically yours. So, yeah, okay, and they missed their chance and they missed their opportunity. Again, this is someone who writes checks that they ask cannot cash, and now there's probably somebody coming for their ass because they owe, and they're coming to you and trying to collect. Okay, yeah, collect on something that likely they're indebted to you too. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, they owe you. They owe everybody. Mischance, lack of foresight, deficiency, frustration. It's, yeah, they're trying to pass off the frustration. They're trying to pass off the insecurity. It says frustration, insecurity, stinginess, bad investments, and poor planning. This is likely someone that was not very generous or open with you. This is likely someone that did not pour their attention into you, that now needs your attention. Let's get more. What's the Ace of Pentacles on this? I knew it was something else in there besides, I mean, I love love and everything, but in a minute, okay? In a minute. What's the Star in reverse? Despair, lost direction, disloyal, creative block, focusing on a negative, and despondent. Okay. That could be someone who did not know that you're in a different level vibrationally, so they're still trying to connect with you, and you aren't really there. You aren't where they think you are. Someone is looking for them. Yeah, someone is looking for them. This is the Hangman in reverse. This person, they need a sacrifice. It's 1:03 on the clock. It felt so weird to say that. But they need a sacrifice. Or they need someone who can be, you know, self-sacrificing for them. Again, though, this is maybe someone who already owes you, or they're already in debt with you, or you've already invested here and it didn't work out well for you. Poor planning, despair, lost direction. They can't figure out a way to get out, and they feel stuck. The Hangman is in reverse. They're being arrogant and stagnant. They have a fear of this sacrifice, of them making their own sacrifice for their life. Okay, so if this is a price that someone has to pay or something they need to pay, this could be, you know, that they want this off of you. They're hoping that this is something that you would do. They don't want to do it for themselves, or they can't figure out how to do it for themselves. It says delays, laziness, resistant to spiritual influences. This person could level up vibrationally and get out of the space that they're in. They can see things from a higher perspective. The hangman is about shifting your perspective or enlightenment, okay, over a situation. So likely that's what they need. The stars in reverse, they don't feel hopeful and they don't feel guided. So the guidance that they're looking for, it lives within them, but they're trying to get it from you. This could be someone reaching out to you or contacting you. Yeah, they can't find the information that they're looking for, and they're like beating down your door to see if they can get it from you. 3 of Wands. You've already moved on. This is a situation or a person here that you don't even deal with anymore. Finding direction, confidence, foresight, moving forward, expansion, new opportunities, taking a chance, and advancement. You let this person go along with the habits that this person brought into your life. Giving up control, bankruptcy, generosity, reckless spending, releasing of the past, and financial insecurity. So your generous spirit or your generosity physically is what connected you with this person in the past, but it was a bad investment. This person is trying to get you to recreate the same cycle or to make the same sacrifice for them again in their life, which means that they're revisiting a karmic cycle yet again, and they're trying to get you to connect with them karmically. That would not be good for you. Because like I said, there's something that you're moving on from, that you're getting out of, that you're getting away from, and these are habits or investments or perspective shifts that it took work for you to get out of. The reattaching back to this person would take you back to the past. It says you've released that. As a matter of fact, that's what you're walking away from. Okay, so somebody has you're in a karmic cycle and you have a lesson to learn, or this is staring you in the face right now, or it will be. So you need to be decisive. Yeah, this person is willing to, they're desperate. They are desperate. I don't know exactly what's going on. Let me see if we can get a little bit about the surrounding energy. Because this is the 5 of Swords in reverse. Compromise. Oh, okay, this could be better. But there's past resentment. That's why you're not going to be their compromise. This person is willing to compromise with you. Okay, they're looking at you as a solution to a conflict that they're having. And they're willing to have like a reconciliation with you, or to pretty much make peace with you. This person wants to move on with you. They're trying to attach themselves with you, to you. Okay, but they're also carrying past resentment. That is why that energy will attach to you. It will likely trigger you to make actions or do things, to think things that you used to. So this is not binding. It's not binding, but it could be. This person is trying, and they're thirsty or desperate. Your waters are peaceful. The 3 of Wands, you're seeing your ships coming in. And likely the reason why you are at peace while you're waiting for your ships to come in is because you let go of this lover, family member, or friend, or this thought pattern, behavior pattern, whatever it was. You let that go. That's how you got where you are. So you're exiting a cycle, and this person's trying to bring you back. It's just a desperate, it's like their last ditch attempt. Okay. What surrounding energy do they need to know about with this situation here? You could be a Capricorn or an Aries. A Gemini or Aquarius. We have storm. Yeah, storm warning. Storm warning. That storm warning. There must be a reckoning here. They must have already, that 5 of Swords. What's the 5 of Swords? Why can't I shuffle today? What's the 5 of Swords? These cards are huge, but let's take one. Maybe I haven't used them in a while. Confidence. It comes with time and practice. Oh, yeah, no. This is you getting out of this situation and getting away from this person. Do you notice what's on her bag? It's a sword. Ain't no fucking way. You're already, the shift that you were waiting for, the bus that you were waiting for, the train that you were waiting for, this timeline jump, your next ride, you're already in the passenger side. You're already ready to go. So the only thing that they can do is try to attack your confidence about what you're choosing to do, how you're choosing to move. Okay? Just be aware of that, because you've been practicing this. This is a cycle that you have been practicing, this leap of faith. You've been practicing getting to the other side. You've been practicing letting go of what you used to do that would keep you stuck and bound. So you're like ready to pass go. You're already in the passenger seat. But this is someone who is like running on the side of the bus. I'm trying to give you a visual, but they're like running on the side of the bus, like, wait, but what? But hey, but you know, but but look, I want to put a crown. Hey, don't, but. So you may have nothing to. There may be nothing else you want to hear from this person, and this will come to an end. Hear no evil, see no evil, fear no evil. Her hands are over her ears, so you likely could be already kind of aware, or this person is talking to you and you're in one ear, out the other. This person is contacting you or texting you in one ear, out the other. Their energy is coming towards you, or you are becoming aware that this person is trying to access you, and you are just steady moving forward and keeping your crown intact. That's keeping your mind intact and protecting your crown chakras from attacks, okay? So that you don't get into confusion. You are already doing the work. You're already doing the work. This is probably just an alert, yeah, for you to stay aware. Let's get one more card here, and then I'm going to end the read. Okay, I cannot. How did I used to shuffle these and not like that? Oh. There we go. Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth. I am always enough. 111 is on the clock. You're doing enough. You are enough. There's no reason for you to doubt yourself. The lighthouse is here. You have all of the awareness and clarity you need. Likely whatever perspective shift this person needs is the one that you gain from the same cycle. So we're all humans. We all bleed. What's their excuse? What's their excuse? They're trying to bind themselves to you. But like I said, I feel as if you, and then they attacked you at that. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that energy. I'm not a fan of that way of doing things. So I think that you already know what to do. For some of you, you're already on your way. Maintain that confidence. And the better it gets, the better it gets. Okay, you guys, I'm going to leave the reading here. I'm going to leave the energy here. And I'll see you guys in the next live. Bye.